Hi there, Tonya D here. I am the host of Musing with Tonya D podcast and CEO of the Shamanic Healing Academy for online wizards and witches and healers looking to connect with their intuitive self at tonyad.com. And if you don't know me, I've been in the intuitive realm for most of my earthly existence. I primarily do this now through online digital products. And I think I don't need to tell you that digital products are really hands down the easiest and most fulfilling way that exists online. What else allows us to learn from the comforts of our own library in the sky? And chances are, if you're listening to this, you have the desire to connect with your intuitive self as well. Until you inspire and ignite the holistic approach that resides within each and every one of us, chances are you too may be running into the feelings of being stuck, repeating patterns, possibly missing more than one thing or all the things. And that is where I come in. Coming June 1st, 2023 through the 15th, I will be hosting a free live immersion called The Rising of the Origins. And in this training, we are going to walk through baby steps of integrating the elementals, gift and purpose, connecting to an elemental, merging an elemental with the subtle so you can see the elementals or the element, the spirit of that you too can use to ground fundamentally, organically, and naturally. So you're going to see, feel, and sense what elemental subscribes to you. So head on over, do so right now, club.tonyad.tv/rise to join this free immersion, and I will see you on the other side. Inshallah and Ashe. As always, blessings to you, my energetic beings, and welcome back to the Musing Moon Meditation. This new moon arrives Friday, May 19th at 11:53 a.m. Eastern, 10:53 a.m. Central, 9:53 a.m. Mountain, and 8:53 a.m. Pacific. Go ahead and check your timeline for when the goddess of the night apex is for you. But this new moon holds the power, the synchronicities to ground, a grounding vibration, the Earth Star ignited. It's super juicy, allowing us to bring balance, a vibration of our future selves, and reconnecting to who we are with some primal ease. So really taking a breath, a pause. It's the long inhale and a long exhale. Being an anchor, our own anchor, connecting into and through the Earth Star, possibly down to our vivaxis. So this marks the first lunar cycle since the eclipse season actually started. So this is a very transformative time, a little less chaotic since I would say the double whammy of new moons in Aries, just saying. But eclipses often bring great change, an awakening, transformation, a shift. But this year has all been about all of those things and so much more. Even in the Dagara cosmology, the indigenous technologies that I subscribe to, this is a year of nature. Our innate nature is being called out to be authentic, to shift, transform, and change, kind of coming out of the cocoon like a butterfly. And when we are out of our own authenticity, our innate nature turns into chaos and drama. So with that, this is a great awakening in our lives. Even a perspective may begin to appear differently, quantum leaping, accelerating our spiritual gift and purpose, our path forward, finding ourselves kind of at a more of a pivotal crossroads in new territory, pioneering. The energy of this new moon can really assist us to ground and bring in some stability. And knowing that Taurus is all about values, manifesting worth, this really happens inside of us and it actually goes out onto the stage of life. So issues related to money, worth, values, that's what's kind of being offered under this new moon. So how can one create more safety, security, a solid footing in our day-to-day life? So what is the next step forward that we can take to feel as if we are on stable ground? So issues that may bubble up around this new moon may be linked or coming from a subconscious feeling of lack, scarcity, insecurity, self-worth. So really paying attention to what we feel about ourselves to be true. So anything that is uncomfortable that comes from under the sheets, feel into your feelings. And if any insecurities are playing a role in this magic here, feeling our feelings around values, what we value around us, what is holding a value, what may be losing value. Even restructuring our values. It's like, are we able to decide and commit to something that holds near and dear to our heart? The key to this value is the Earth star. There's like this gravitational pull anchoring us, the nature empath, nature empathy, where things really become real, landing in reality. But we have to trust what our heart is saying and love what we are creating authentically. It has to be the heart's desire, creating even sacred space around and protecting what we believe we want to manifest in this particular new moon. Even just leaning into anything that really makes you feel uncomfortable, that's always a great idea, and make it part of your practice. And when we feel uncomfortable, that really is a sign that we are growing. Even triggers are growth periods. So lean into a feeling and then learn what it is. What's at the root of the feeling, the root cause of what you're feeling. And we don't actually need any answers or all the answers. It's just an awareness. That's often all it takes. So if we just keep practicing this throughout our life, we eventually find that less and less things seem to bother us. We're actually kind of in the flow. And when we're not constantly rushing in, when we are not living from a place of scarcity, this is when we are connected to our authenticity, to our true power. And it really is hard to let those insecurities flow in. So life is always going to be moving and shifting and transforming. It's a conduit. But our inner being, our essence, is where we can really authentically create true, long-lasting security that really follows us wherever we go. It really is the attitude of gratitude and those creature comforts. And it's about beauty, money, relationships, and pleasure. I would call it the 5 levels of pleasure, the pleasure ladder. If you listen to my last podcast episode with Bracha Goetz, the mystical wisdom of the 5 levels of pleasure. So it's kind of like that podcast, just taking time and space and soaking in the rays of those lighter vibrations. And also it's about slowing down, finding the pleasure. We don't need to rush in. It's not like fool's gold. And pleasure is the simplicity to just take the breath, the pause, and enjoy life, loving and trusting that we are going to be provided with all the things we need, as long as we're at least moving towards them. So ask yourself, what does make me feel comfortable? What is a creature comfort for me? What brings me the feeling of a hug? Like, do you hug yourself? Is it a pet? For me, it would be Sardidimus, but what allows you to really let your guard down and really receive and open up to the world around us, and knowing the world around us is supporting us? Those are kind of some questions to ask yourself, but just kind of lean into those ideas and work to really allow yourself and bring yourself a sense of those creature comforts, whatever that is for you. And just, we don't need to seek. It's not about the grand things. It really is about the simple pleasures in life and different indulgences for each and every one of us, whatever that looks like. It might just be slowing down and listening to the birds chirp in the morning. Just simple pleasures, whatever that is for you that really elevates your mood. But we also have Jupiter and Pluto both at the magical degree of 0. This is the all, and it's also the nothingness. Jupiter is just entering into the season of Taurus for a 14-month stay about, and Pluto is in Aquarius, even though it's returning on holiday itself. But this is a duel of power. So this energy is in the galactic sky, and it's really heightened, bringing in more of these new moon energies. And 0 in itself, again, is the all and the nothing. It's the 0 point. This is the emotional field of 0. It's the Shamans Portal. It's a very highly karmic degree. So it's being in the zone of neutrality, where nothing is dark and nothing is light. It's the oneness, being one with all of life, co-creating with Creator. This is the space where creation exists with co-creation, and it unlocks a powerful portal of energy at the 0. And this is what we could utilize to manifest, create a new vision for our day-to-day lives. And we're also can bring in this energy, beaconing it out straight into each of our energetic centers, charging them each up, whether it's our root center to manifest. If it's our sacral, to imbibe in more juicy feelings, gift, purpose, power, inner strength, relational, whatever it is, utilizing your voice. So maybe just taking a breath and a pause and really bringing your awareness to whatever energetic center is lit up that does need that 0 point embodied. Maybe you want to bring in a color, whatever that looks like for you, and connect directly to the oneness, source energy, and allow those universal streams to stream in from that field, the oneness, the universe, the heavenly universe, and just radiating some strong streams of, I'm just seeing rainbows of light actually, and just being able to charge each of our energetic centers so that we can bring in this new sensation overall, what that feels like for each and every one of us. So it's going to bring in different currents and threads of energy for each and every one of us to work with, but just tuning into and grounding and stabilizing these frequency energy vibrations, whatever is being offered to you. We've kind of been through a gamut of transformative energies this entire year. So really having some time to center ourselves, root ourselves, and bring our bodies, our minds, our spirit, all the things back to the 0 point, the zone of neutrality, is going to be very beneficial for each and every one of us. And then from this place and space, that's where we can take that moment and charge up the powerhouse and manifesting through the powers of creation with creator, co-creating with creators, kind of how that feels. But this new moon really is restoring the pleasure ladder. It's about desire, pleasure, satisfaction, restoring, bringing it all in through our feelings. But it's also a black moon. And a black moon is all about saying yes to our desires without feeling the need to hold anything back. We all know we deserve. Do I deserve it? Ask yourself. You do deserve to enjoy the finer things in life, especially after those intense energies of the Scorpio eclipses. And I'm literally going to go back to those 2 new moons in Aries. So it really is, it's like giving us a permission slip that it's time to treat ourselves better than before by relinquishing fear, lack, and scarcity. So every sign is kind of being called to really tap into their intuitive gifts and purpose, their desires, heartfelt. So it's like, what is your gut telling you that you're in need of? It could be just, it's simplicity. Maybe you just need to hang out at home and make yourself some, I'm just seeing, like, for myself, it's spaghetti, making spaghetti sauce from scratch, like a home cooked meal. Maybe you want to lay out on the patio and just be a creature comfort, reading your favorite book, or snuggling in and binging on your favorite Netflix show. I don't know, something like that. But whatever that is, whatever you choose to center your needs around, you're going to be encouraged to allow your feelings to be what guide you. But being that this is a black moon, and why is it referred to as a black moon? There's 3 different ways the black moon happens. So this is referred to as kind of a seasonal black moon. This only takes place when there's an extra full moon in a season, something that only happens once every 33 months. So this is kind of a lunation that's going to be invisible, as always. So it's an ideal time to really set those intentions around manifesting and also doing the work. You still, whatever that is, it's about trusting and loving your manifestation and allowing the universe, like, put however it's going to manifest or how the outcome, how it's going to land, you're giving that to the oneness and allowing the universe to work in your favor, especially since this moon is exalted. It's very beneficial. It's juicy in the season of Taurus. So it adds an extra punch. So Taurus, we're going to begin with you. So you're going to experience a renewal around your self-identity, your expression, as this unfolds for you. So it's centering your needs in a way that really is self-gratifying, self-pleasantry. So really be sure to treat yourself better than ever before. Maybe prioritize yourself in indulging on a regular basis. And it's going to amplify your desire to really enjoy and satiate all sides of your life, whatever that looks like for you, taking yourself out to dinner, getting a pedicure, anything that really allows you to put yourself first and your own inner satisfaction. So So prioritizing, it's almost like me first, me first, and doing all those pleasure ladder things for yourself first. Gemini, for you, this is happening in your 12th house. So this is going to be the ways that you isolate and recharge your intuitive gifts. Maybe you're experiencing a moment of self-renewal. So this energy is really slow. It's more relaxed. And you're kind of a hypergate. And you're not comfortable with this. So it really is allowing you an opportunity to take it easy, take a breath, take a pause, and maybe lean into relaxing. Maybe it's a day to be a little more antisocial, and it's a perfect time to get some rest before your own seasonal energy begins. Cancer. This is initiating new beginnings in your friendships, social groups, all things 11th house. And maybe you're seeking some different securities. Maybe you want some different satisfaction through your connections with your friends and others. So this is an opportunity for you to really lean into those relationships that really make you feel the most at ease. And you are ruled by the moon. So this is like your creature comforts of feeling comfortable in settings. Maybe starting new budding connections, new friendships, giving time and space to maybe a long-term friendship. Whatever that is, you're going to be encouraged to mingle with others through this moon. Leo, your new beginnings are going to start to unfold in your career and your professional world, leadership world, things that center and bring you pleasure, contentment. So it's very important for you to shine where you feel most satisfied, gratifying, gratitude, pleasure. Again, I'm going back to the pleasure ladder. So it's a perfect time to really consider how you can lean into where you get satisfied. Where's the satisfaction that comes with your public persona or your reputation, how you're seen in the world? So it really is time for you to set your sights on a new business venture, creative pursuit, something different at work, maybe a charity, anything that really allows you to find enjoyment from your career, how you're seen in the world, being a leader there. Virgo, this is going to ignite some peaceful new beginnings around your current belief systems and your worldviews, your higher philosophy. And for a Virgo to manifest, Virgos have to believe. So this is really a time for you to turn over a new leaf, particularly when it comes to your perspectives. Maybe it's that panoramic view. Maybe it's time to see things through the eye of God. So if you've been eager to take on new information, new spiritual studies, being a nomadic traveler instead of a tourist, taking a trip to unknown adventures, it's an opportunity to actually do just that. And you're always seeking out new ways to be enlightened. And so this is your moment to commit to a satisfying new way of life that's actually being innovative, being seen differently. Libra, this is like happening for you. It's kind of your pleasure ladder as well, focused on a new beginnings that start to unfold in your shared resources, assets. So you might just find yourself investing in a large purchase, setting yourself up for that long-term social security or security out into the future, and just opening a new bank account or a retirement plan. It also may be a time to split the responsibilities with that significant other who's interested in really building a foundation with you that stands the test of time. Planning for the future just became way more enjoyable, more pleasurable, more safety, more security in your own net coming from another. Scorpio, your romantic relationships are going to experience a new beginning centered around being satiated, around pleasure, contentment. And, for you, you've had this eclipse season, so you might just be turning over a new leaf in your relationship partnerships that really highlight more of a stable, intimate connection. So it's a time to really lean into your relationship with others. It's about trust. Hopefully you can flow into the trust and love yourself more, knowing that you're more than capable of handling any weight that feels like gold. Sagittarius. For you, this is your habits, your routines, things like that are being replenished. This is your 6th house. So just consider how the practices that you've been indulging in your day-to-day life are truly sustaining you. If they're in need of some adjustments, feel free to actually do that. You know, regimens are meant to be enjoyable, so be sure to infuse your day-to-day life with moments of pleasure, the pleasure ladder. No matter how small those moments may be, just allowing yourself to indulge in your favorite chocolate, food, wine, PJs, whatever that is, anything that adds more sweetness to your life, I would say do so. Capricorn, bringing new beginnings around how you experience joy. How do you? What is pleasure? What's your pleasure ladder? So this is an opportunity to really prioritize your satisfaction without having to work for it. Free yourself up. Feel free to treat yourself in any way that you please, whatever that looks like. Take yourself out on a date. Sign up for a cooking class. Go out for some wine tasting, beer tasting, anything that really prioritizes satisfaction and also reduces stress at the same time. It's often the frequency that we frequent. Aquarius, this is all happening in your 4th house of home and family. That's going to be the center of your pleasure and contentment, your pleasure ladder. So this might be a moment for you to maybe increase the level of satisfaction that you experience behind those closed doors. It may even prompt a potential change in residence, maybe a shift in dynamic with a relative. Whatever it is, it really is an ideal moment or a day to really spend some time relaxing in your natural habitat, surrounded by people that you feel most at home with. It is the Earth star connecting there. Pisces, this is ushering in new ideas, opinions, perspectives into your world that really prioritize your personal pleasure ladder. The 3rd house. So you're somebody who deeply enjoys sharing your knowledge, your wisdom with those around you. And on this moment, maybe you're prompted to engage in discussions that are really simple, easy, flowing, satisfying, gratifying. You may also feel inclined to really embark on a new journey, studying something different. Maybe you create a new habit or a practice, anything that not only piques your interest, but really allows you to relax and move or remove stress. There's no need for that. Just take a breath and take that pause. Aries, all these new beginnings are unfolding in your 2nd house of money, resources, value, and you know what? In one of the best ways when it comes to your possessions, you totally seek plenty of consistency when it comes to those creature comforts. As this is happening for you, maybe you're setting out on a new beginning in this area. Maybe you're finding yourself making a luxurious purchase. Maybe you're securing additional long-term resources that are actually going to consistently sustain you. Whatever that is, be sure to lean into the tangible side of life now, because it's bound to bring you plenty of satisfaction and gratification. An attitude of gratitude and just value what you already have, possibly. So with all of that, let's begin to climb into our skin, embody our own pleasure centers, whether it's the Earth star, the root center, the sacral, the solar plexus, the heart center, our voice. Reminds me of Venus, reminds me of I'm seeing Adele in my 3rd eye. Your vision center, the 3rd eye, the crown, your spiritual connection to the divine, the Shamans Portal, the 8th energetic center, 9th energy center, your soul empathy connection to the Great Spirit, your power center in your hands, commanding forces. Checking to see if I forgot anybody, but whatever that is for you, really taking a moment, a long inhale. Hold for a count of 3. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Knowing you are safe, you are secure, you're in your own cosmic sphere. Inhaling and exhaling, just becoming centered, you're protected, you are grounded. And by design, join me for the Rising of the Origins. There are different elementals that we can actually ground into. There are elemental beings that we can bring into. I always like to become centered, bring in an element of the day, whichever one is lighting my flames or soothing my soul. And we're going to inhale all the way down again through the Shaman's Portal, but we're going to stay in the Earth Star, working on the inner will and the outer will of the 10th energetic center, nature, and bringing it all down in from the oneness. Maybe taking a moment to feel the imaginal in the Shaman's Portal. But either way, all the way down into the Earth Star. And we're working with Creator, co-creating with Creator to manifest, knowing that the universe has our back. And everything we do is aligning spiritually to the fabric of our destiny. And just trusting the universe. So with that, inhale all the way down through the Shaman's Portal down to the Earth Star. Hold for a count of 3. And exhale and release any feelings of scarcity, lack, feeling valueless. You're handing that over to the cosmic altar. And exhale, release. Inhale through the Shaman's Portal all the way down to the Earth Star. Hold for a count of 3. And we're going to create trust around what we love and what we value. Valuing what we love. Exhale and release. Inhale through the Shaman's Portal all the way down to the Earth Star. Hold for a count of 3. And as you exhale, you're going to exhale any feelings that are not in alignment with your value, what you heartfelt value. Exhale and release. Inhale through the Shaman's Portal all the way down to the Earth Star. Hold for a count of 3. And as you exhale and release any desires or wishes that your heart no longer loves. Exhale and release. Inhale through the Shaman's Portal all the way down to the Earth Star, holding for a count of 3. And as you exhale and release anything that is not in resonance, not in alignment, not in congruence to manifest and create and bring into the Earth Star, into your day-to-day reality, exhale and release. Inhale through the Shaman's Portal all the way down to the Earth Star. Hold for a count of 3. And on your exhale, you're going to release any thoughts that are negating, limiting thoughts. On your exhale are going to be all released. Exhale and release. Inhale through the Shaman's Portal all the way down to the Earth Star. And on your exhale, you're going to release the inability to actually receive the gift, the gratitude from the Great Spirit. Anything that is not acceptable is being released. The universe has your back. Exhale and release. Inhale through the Shaman's Portal all the way down to the Earth Star. Hold for a count of 3. And on your exhale, we're going to release anything that is not in spiritual alignment, anything that you sense that is fragmented from your soul, anything that feels dark and gloomy. Exhale and release. The Great Spirit has your back. Inhale through the Shaman's Portal all the way down to the Earth Star. Hold for a count of 3. And as you exhale and release anything that is not in alignment, anything that your heart is not able to commit to, anything that feels as if you're not able to decide upon it, you're going to exhale and release and trust that the universe has your back. Inhale through the Shaman's Portal all the way down to the Earth Star. And on this exhale, you're going to release any actions, any plans that are not in alignment. They are not being initiated through the Great Spirit all the way down to the Earth Star. They're not in alignment with co-creator and your creation. Exhale and release. Inhale through the Shaman's Portal all the way down to the Earth Star. And as you exhale and release, you are releasing anything and everything that binds you up, that doesn't allow you to trust. All issues around trust of what you are creating and manifesting are being released. The only thing that's going to stay is the love of the universe, knowing that you are divinely connected to the universe and your creation and your intentions are in the field. The vision is there and the universe has your back. Knowing that it is in divine alignment, anything that is not will dissipate. Inshallah and Ashe. Thanks for joining in. Please comment your favorite part of the Musing Moon meditation, and I will see you on the other side, or at least in the rising of the origins. Ashe, blessings.